Aquarius has a brother and a sister in Capricorn. All right. And I just want you to understand that because Aquarius and Capricorn are both ruled by the planet Saturn. Now, Saturn is not necessarily the nicest planet to Aquarius and Capricorn. You see, Saturn is all about, karma and history and dealing with karma in the present life, dealing with, past emotions, bringing things up to the surface, um, to be healed, bringing up old wounds to the surface to be healed as well. Darkness, it's about darkness and depression and restrictness and or restrictions and weight and illness. So it's all about these dark, kind of depressing things, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, by the way, Capricorn, its only ruling planet is Saturn. By the way, I'm a Capricorn sun, so it's nice to meet you. Capricorn sun, Libra moon, Virgo rising, um, my Venus is in Scorpio, my Mercury and Mars are in Sagittarius. So I have a lot going on. A lot of earth, fire, a little bit of water and air. Um, anyways, um, but Aquarius is ruled by both Saturn and Uranus. So with an Aquarius and a Capricorn, with that Saturn-like energy, we're always dealing with something internally. We're always, a lot of times in Aquarius's or Capricorn's life, their childhoods, our childhoods tend to be a little difficult. We tend to go through certain things, where it's like we're kind of forced to be an adult or take on adult roles, whereas like we shouldn't be really taking on adult roles because we're kids and we don't know what the frick being an adult is, but because of our circumstances, because of our life lessons that we need to learn, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be, we're forced into these roles as children, as teenagers, as whatever. And it kind of um we go through certain things. We develop in certain ways that maybe a normal kid wouldn't typically develop. You know what I'm saying? We're exposed to certain things that maybe a certain kid, shouldn't be exposed to. Maybe a kid in general just shouldn't be exposed to. You know, um, and sometimes we go through certain traumas. You know what I'm saying? That all this we repress and suppress at a young age because we don't know what the frick is happening, why it's happening. You know what I'm saying? We don't know how to deal with it or process it emotionally. Because once again, Aquarius and Capricorn are not emotional signs. All right, we're just not. We're not emotional people. We're not good at with emotions. Okay, it takes us a while to heal and get over emotions and just process emotions. So it's a lot for an Aquarius and Capricorn is what I'm trying to say. A lot of times in an Aquarius's and a Capricorn's adult life, as they get older, they'll find that those wounds, those issues, those traumatic, traumatizing situations from their childhood come up, again, in their adulthood. They be it's funny because you grow up and you think you're past certain things in your childhood, you're past certain situations, but they come up and you have to deal with them. You have to address them. You have to heal them so that you can gain clarity, gain insight, gain your lesson that you need to learn and move on so that you can move forward and move just in general in life and with a sense of purpose, with self-awareness, with a sense of direction, you know what I'm saying? Like, and we're dealing with all this internally. Meanwhile, we have to, show up for our responsibilities, be it work, our kids, our partner, our marriage, our family, if they need us, like, all of the above. It could be all those things that need to be addressed. Um, and meanwhile, Aquarius or Capricorn is trying to go through something internally, trying to heal something within them internally, and people get confused when an Aquarius, or a Capricorn uh, kind of becomes a little bit disenchanted or kind of becomes a little bit standoffish or a little bit distant with people. I find that people, begin to think it must be me, I must be the reason why Aquarius or Capricorn is being distant. So let me try and overcompensate for whatever they're feeling and let them know I'm here for them. Let them know I care for them. Let me just be there for them. And Aquarius and Capricorn appreciates you for that so much. They appreciate you wanting to be there for them. They appreciate you wanting them to talk to you. But sometimes Aquarius or Capricorn just wants to be alone. So an Aquarius or Capricorn's response to someone reaching out to them when they find that the Aquarius or Capricorn is being distant might be to become even more distant, which confuses the person even more. It's like, what I'm trying to help this Aquarius or Capricorn, and they're just being more distant. They're ignoring me. They're not talking to me. Why are they acting so confusing? Why are they acting so complex? Like, you know what I'm saying? Or the Aquarius or Capricorn might get a little bit angry at you or snippy. You know what I'm saying? Like, communication might be sparse. There might be like a tinge of like resentment or a tinge of like anger or just like it's something different in communication. All like the communication with the Capricorn or Aquarius, or communication of the Capricorn Aquarius to you maybe just be different or off. You know what I'm saying? It's like almost talking to like a robot or like a brick wall. It's like you can't really get to the heart or soul of the thing or the being. It's just like it's just surface. It's giving you surface. You know what I'm saying? It's not giving you depth. You know. So that can be difficult and complex for people because it's like I'm trying to reach out and you're not giving me anything. It's like talking to a brick wall. Like, you know what I'm saying? Why is this Capricorn or Aquarius so confusing, so complex? You know what I'm saying? Or the Aquarius or Capricorn might just be going through like one of their mood swings, where they're feeling down and in the dumps, depressed. And a normal person would think, oh, are you down in the dumps depressed? Like, you need to go out and have fun. Come on, Aquarius, Capricorn, let's go out and have fun. And Aquarius or Capricorn's like, nah, I'm gonna stay home. I'm gonna read a book. No, I'm gonna stay home and catch up on, a Netflix series. Or, no, I'm just gonna stay home and work on, some work, some homework, some schoolwork. This project I'm working on, this script I'm working on, this book I'm working on. That can be confusing and complex to people because they're like, why is this Aquarius or Capricorn trying to work on some schoolwork or homework right now when they're down in the dumps depressed? Like, that sounds depressing. Like, why does Aquarius or Capricorn want to go out and have fun and, go out for drinks, and be social? Like, just confusing and complex, Aquariuses and Capricorns can be. You know what I'm saying? People just don't understand Aquarius or Capricorns because we're ruled by Saturn, and no other planet is ruled by Saturn, and every time Saturn is in a certain sign, like, it's like then they understand, oh shit, like now I understand why this Capricorn or Aquarius is like so like fucking weird sometimes because Saturn is in my sign right now and I feel fucking weird. Like I want to be distant and closed off. So it's like people just don't understand the Aquarius or Capricorn nature or energy. Let alone that Aquariuses are also ruled by Uranus. So Uranus rules the needing to be free. Uranus also rules astrology. It rules humanity, taking risks, chaos, surprises, separations. Um, So, and by the way, Uranus is like an ice giant, so it's not a very friendly, planet as well. It's a very icy planet. Kind of like Saturn, Saturn has that ring around it that goes at like lightning speed constantly. I'm just spit, that's kind of disgusting, but whatever. And it's like even that kind of energy. Saturn has, this lightning speed, ring around it. It's a beautiful planet, but you don't want to get too close to it because you don't want to get hit by the rocks or the asteroids. You know what I'm saying? In that ring. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to get killed. You know what I'm saying? If you get too close to Saturn, you don't want to get frozen to death. If you get too close to Uranus, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you really don't know how to approach either one, and that's like the perfect metaphor for Capricorn or Aquarius. It's like you don't really know how to approach either one. You don't really know where either one is at. It's like you could go this way and maybe not get hit by an asteroid, to get to Saturn, but it's like you really can't see too far. You can't see the rings, because they're moving too fast, and you don't want to, judge. You don't want to take that risk of going in and then being hit by an asteroid, because you don't know if you're gonna hit that angle. To get to you know what I'm saying? It's like it's really complex, and you don't want to get too close to Uranus because it's super duper icy. And you just don't know. Capricorns and Aquariuses are just confusing, dude. We're just confusing. I mean, if you think about it, Uranus rules astrology. Astrology is confusing. Astrology is complex. You know what I'm saying? Humanity is complex, and Aquarius is all about humanity, being a humanitarian. You know what I'm saying? Capricorn also can be very self-serving to people. But it's like they don't want you to get too close. You know what I'm saying? Don't get too close to me. But I love to give. Just don't get too close. It's really weird. But it's their nature. It's their nature to not like people to get too close, you know. Capricorns and Aquariuses don't like people to get too close, you know. And it's like a self-protection thing. And you really have to think about it in a way of thinking about it like Saturn and Uranus, where it's like a self-protection thing. That ring around Saturn, I think of it as like a self-protection thing. Like Saturn itself, the planet, like is it's just a planet, you know what I'm saying? But the ring protects that planet from intruders. You know, Uranus is just a big icy giant, you know what I'm saying? No one is able to really live on an ice ball, you know what I'm saying? Unless you're trying to freeze to death, you know? So it's like self-protection, you know? Who knows what's in the middle of that ice giant, you know what I'm saying? There could be, this beautiful gem in the middle of Uranus, but who would know? It says on here that actually Uranus has the lowest temperature in the solar system. So chances are, if you get too close to Uranus, I mean, it's not going to look too good for you. You're going to have to layer up pretty heftily. You're going to have to layer up. You're going to have to go with protection. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to know what you're doing. Because if you don't know what you're doing, you're going to get frozen. You're going to get, you know, the cold shoulder. You know? I don't know. That's what makes Capricorn and Aquarius so complex. It's that Saturn and Uranus energy. Not to mention Capricorn and Aquarius always have a goal that they're achieving. You know, or not even a goal. It could be goals that they want to achieve, and it's like if you get in their way, they're not. They don't have time for people getting in their way of their goals. They don't have time for people getting in the way of their visions for their life and the life of humanity. And you know what I'm saying? Like, either you fitting to help, you fitting to, what I'm saying, add some insight, or you just need to get out of the way. You're gonna get the cold shoulder. You're gonna get those rings. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get hit by one of those asteroids, and that ring get hit by one of those rocks. You know what I'm saying? And it's not gonna be cute. It's not gonna be good. So you just have to understand that Aquariuses and Capricorns are very very aloof people. They can be very one track minded. They can also get way too caught up within themselves and what they're going through internally, because you have to remember, it's like they're always going through something internally. They always have some type of whirlwind going on inside of them. Their mind is always going at a constant rate. And I have like Capricorn friends and Aquarius friends, and I see myself in both of them. I do. I see myself in both of them. Obviously, I see myself in Capricorns because I'm a Capricorn. But I can also see those same Capricornistic traits in Aquariuses that with that. It's like you look in their eyes and you can tell that their mind is always, even when you looking in their eyes, their mind is like processing emotions, processing their surroundings. You know what I'm saying? Thinking. strategizing, contemplating life, everything, like all at once, you know? So pardon me if I'm aloof sometimes because I just have so much going on in my mind. Pardon Aquarius if he or she is aloof sometimes because, they just have a lot going on, Pardon Capricorn if they just, it may seem cold and indifferent sometimes because they're just going through some shit, all right? They're just going through some shit. They're going through some karmic lesson internally. They're dealing with some past, issues, some past life regression, they're just going through something. They're dealing with something, they're processing something, and you just need to either be of benefit, be of help, provide some insight, or get out of the freaking way. Get out of the freaking way, alright? I'm angry. I don't know why. I think it's because I watched a really kind of disturbing documentary before I filmed this video, but also super duper enlightening about Hollywood and powerful people in Hollywood. Um, it's called The Open Secret if you want to watch it. And I don't know how I even stumbled upon it. It's like sometimes Aquarius and Capricorn can go down these like rabbit holes once again where we just like become interested on something or interested on someone or interested on some topic, and it's like we fall down a rabbit hole and we stumble on things, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, let, click, let me watch this. This seems really interesting and enlightening. And it's just like it's really, I don't know, it's like, I don't know, it's crazy, you know? And maybe that's where Aquarius comes in, where it's like, I want to do something about this, I want to fix this problem. Capricorn's the same way. It's like, I want to fix this problem. But I guess Capricorn's more realistic about it. Like, okay, how can I play my part in fixing this problem? Maybe that mentioning it was my part. I don't know, but it's kind of sick. If you do want to watch it, it's kind of. I'm not gonna say what it's about. You can Google that on your own time. It's kind of sick. It's very disturbing, but very enlightening. Very enlightening documentary about Hollywood. But anyways, um, Aquarius and Capricorns are very complex creatures, and you just need to accept it. I think, I find that the people that accept that we're complex, that we're different, that we're weirdos, kind of, even that we're aloof, that we're, out there sometimes. The people that accept that and that are just like, you know what, that's just Capricorn, that's just Aquarius. I get along really well with those people. And I find Aquarius gets along really well with those people too. It's the people that we can be weird with, that we can be ourselves with. Like you watching this video right now, where I can just be freaking weird and say, hey, I watched this really weird documentary before I filmed this video. Check it out if you want to, It's about this really disturbing topic. I don't know, like it's like weird like that. Like I visited my friend actually, and he's a Capricorn. I visited my friend last night. And as soon as I walked in the door, he was like, "Hey, have you watched this documentary, Food Inc.?" Like he was watching this Food Inc. I was like, "No, what it's about? What is it about?" He was like, "Oh, it's about the food industry and how all these foods that we eat are like processed." I mean, I was like, "Oh crap, you mean like GMOs and stuff like that?" He was like, "Yeah," and then we like went on this like tangent about like GMOs and genetically modified foods and how it's like making us like unhealthy and it's like transforming us. It was really interesting and weird, but it was like a really enlightening topic. And at the end, it was just like we gave each other advice, like hey, you should just drink more water, hey, just eat more salad, eat more fruit. I don't know. So it's like once again like a Capricorn helping out a Capricorn, like hey, like thank you for enlightening me on this subject, here's let's help each other with this, like let's help each other with this issue, let's do our part, you know what I'm saying? But it's like I don't know, maybe some would it be different if like I weren't a Capricorn and like it were like a Sagittarius walking up and I don't know, the Sagittarius, would the Sagittarius be as interested? Would, like, how would that go? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, it's just interesting, Capricorns and Capricorns, like, interactions with each other. It's like we just understand each other in Aquarius. Like, I'm sure I've had a few the same conversations with my Aquarius friends where it's just like, hey, dude, like, have you ever heard of this thing or this documentary or this person? Like, check it out. Like, you know? And it could be on this, like, this really out there subject, you know what I'm saying? Like, this really just, like, deep, kind of maybe even scary subject, but it's like, dude, I'm doing my part in enlightening you, you know what I'm saying? And hopefully that you'll enlighten someone else. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like little things like that, like where like Aquarius or Capricorn is just a freaking humanitarian and wants to help people and doing its part in the world, doing its karmic, you know, duty, I guess. You know? I guess it's because Saturn, you know, instills in Capricorn and Aquarius at a very young age, once again, that, you know, it's like this adult energy of like where we realize, you know, the world is not as it always seems. The world is not this beautiful, bright, sunny, you know, magical place all the time. Sometimes there are deep, dark things about the world, you know. And sometimes, you know, Aquarius and Capricorn can know about, you know, these things firsthand, you know, and it's like, it's just a lot for Aquarius and Capricorn, you know. It's a lot. But I hope this video helped you. It helped me. Um, I hope you check out the rest of my videos on my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Instagram at Lamarr Townsend. Like me on Facebook, facebook.com/Lamarr Townsend official. And um, follow me on Instagram. Check me out on Bandcamp. Follow me on Google Plus, and I'll catch you guys next time. Aquarius and Capricorn. Keep being your weird selves, keep being your weird, complex, out there selves, and you know what? You'll find your people, you'll find your tribe who love you for you. Alright? That's what matters, alright? Sometimes that tribe is not your family. Sometimes that tribe is your cousins or, you know, your college friends. You know, or maybe you just end up meeting that tribe later down the line, you know? But never stop being you, Aquarius or Capricorn, because no one else is going to be you but you, alright? We need you here, okay? There's only one you, and there's only one me, alright? Thank you, and I love you guys. Keep being awesome, alright? Thumbs up, like, and subscribe this video, and I'll catch you guys next time, okay? See ya.